no way that I'm doing that in life. Like, hi honeys, welcome to another episode of Our Money Mondays. It's been a few Mondays off, but I really like to give you guys quality content, and I kind of had like a block in my brain. But today we are going to be focusing on, of course, Black-owned businesses, small businesses, and minority businesses. But instead of me doing my typical give you guys a review type of video, it's going to be about how these specific businesses can improve themselves and take themselves to the next level, right? Because that's the goal, right? If not, just exit out the video, but I thought that was the goal, so keep watching. We are also going to be talking about Plies and his tweet that got a lot of attention, and it was specifically about Black-owned businesses. So we're going to tap into that as well, and you'll hear my opinion on that too. So I don't know where to start. Okay, first we are going to talk about shipping. Actually, before I start, I just want to say a little disclaimer. When we talk about Black-owned brands, minority-owned businesses, and small businesses, you are going to want to have a certain level of grace when working with these businesses. A lot of times it's just a solo person who has another job and is trying to start their entrepreneur dreams. They might have a family that they have to look after, but usually it's just them on their own. Some people are just working directly out of their houses to produce whatever goods they're producing. But with that being said, as we give grace as consumers, we really need the businesses to still strive and give us their best, because us as a consumer, we're already taking a risk by maybe trying a new product that we haven't tried before, or trying a brand that we've never even heard before. So we are taking a risk, and I just feel like it's important for these brands to realize that, recognize that, and still put their best foot forward with every situation that you have with your consumers. So let's get into it. So first thing first, we're going to talk about shipping. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, this girl's about to trash small businesses for shipping and taking too long. No. I understand. That when businesses first start up, they don't have all the logistics that a large corporation would have. So things are going to run a little bit slower. And that, as a consumer, is something that you can just expect. But as a business owner, you need to kind of be transparent with your consumers, either on their webpage, on your webpage. Just explain to them, might take 2 to 4 weeks for shipping, or whatever the case may be, but just really be transparent for that. That's not even what I'm here to talk about. In regards to shipping, I want to say first, if you have shipping insurance, if you're making your consumer pay for shipping insurance, please stop. Please stop. I think this is the worst technique there ever was. Because if I'm ordering something from an online website, shouldn't that automatically guarantee shipping insurance? If my product arrives lost, damaged, stolen, but especially the middle one, damaged. If my product arrives damaged, it's in my right to get a refund from you, right? Because it's not what I paid for. It's not what I wanted. So you as a brand should be able to eat that up and be able to make the customer happy once again. Now, I know you're thinking, okay, small brands don't have endless money. They might not have good shipping methods yet. What can they do? And I'm just going to give you guys the scenario that happened with me so that it can put it into perspective, but I'm not going to name drop any brand name, so don't be trying to make me tell the tea. I ordered this mouthwash, right, recently from a company, and I was going to do a review. You know me. Just some things to point out that consumers some emotions that they might be feeling while they're shopping. It's a mouthwash, and it was $20. It was $20, and me as a consumer, okay, that's pricey for a mouthwash, but I understand that this business is starting up. They might need that money to be able to produce more product, or you know, it might cost them $10 to make the mouthwash, so that's possibly why they're selling it for $20, to keep their profit margins good. Understandable. That's my choice as a consumer if I want to keep buying $20 mouthwash, right? So I buy the mouthwash, $20, no problem. Pay for shipping $6 or $7. Okay, understandable. Then I get the option to buy shipping insurance. And so right now we're 20 plus 6, so that's $26 plus the shipping insurance, which is an additional $5. Are we keeping track here? So they're asking the consumer to possibly pay anywhere between $26 and $31 to get the protection for the shipping. That I know you're just like, okay, it's just $5 more. Why can't you just pay $5 more for the insurance? And it's because I kind of really just expect my products to get to me in one piece. And typically what happens if I order like perfume and it comes in a glass bottle, or makeup and it comes in a glass bottle from a big company, let's just say Ulta, it arrives to me cracked and damaged. What do you think Ulta is gonna do? Are they going to refund me my money, replace the product, or tell the customer they should have gotten shipping insurance? They're gonna do A or B for sure. They're gonna do A or B for sure. So that's kind of where I stand with that. It's kind of a stretch to have to ask your consumer to pay for insurance when most companies, and I know they're different because of the size of the companies, but if I shop anywhere else and my stuff gets damaged in shipment, if I shop at Amazon, if I shop at Target, if I shop at Walmart and my stuff gets damaged in shipment, they're gonna fix it and make sure that I'm satisfied as a customer. So some of the business owners might be looking at me right now and they totally disagree with me, but here's the thing. You don't want to make everything an inconvenience for your customer. I basically wasted $26 because I ordered this product without the insurance. It came in a glass bottle and it wasn't packaged well. The mouthwash was completely empty. I didn't get to try it at all, and it just really killed my vibe, honestly. Like, I don't agree, disagree, like, hate it here, but I couldn't associate a positive experience with that brand because I emailed their customer service and they really didn't offer me much but 50% off of my next order. 10 for the new 50% off mouthwash, $6 for shipping, $5 for the protection plan. And we add those two totals up together, what I previously purchased and what I'm repurchasing, I'm at almost damn near $50. There's no way that I'm doing that in life. Like, $50 for a mouthwash is not even worth it anymore because I'm not buying your insurance for shipping. No, like, is it a thing where, like, can businesses get their own insurance maybe? I don't know what it is, but if you can't get your own insurance, no worries. If you're already looking at this video ready to click off and hate me because of what I'm saying, that's okay too. But I just want to say, here is a little tip that I would personally recommend. So this particular company said that damaged shipment only happens to about 1% of orders, right? You should have, in theory, you should have enough to cover 1% of damages, right? You should. But if you don't, here's what I recommend. How about we just change the price of the mouthwash, add $1 or $2. How about just $1.50? Add $1.50 to the price of the mouthwash. 99% of orders, since only one result in damages, that 99%, you're adding $1.50 to those orders, right? That you won't have, that $1.50 is gonna be straight up revenue because those orders in theory aren't gonna get damaged, that 99%. And then when that 1% of orders gets damaged, you pull from that the $1.50, $1.50, $1.50 you get with every 99% of your orders. You pull from that and you cover the damages completely. So next time your customer emails you and says, hey, this completely was destroyed when I got it, what can you do? You can confidently tell them, no worries, we got it covered. We planned for this. We are prepared in situations like this. And we're gonna send you another mouthwash, complimentary. As long as you can provide proof that it showed up damaged, we will provide you with a brand new product. That to me does a lot more than you giving me a 50% off coupon for a bad experience that I'm dealing with. It's just not a good tactic. Order a lot of beauty products and I don't know, 90% of them come in glass bottles. Come on, y'all. Come on. Anywho, I guess that's just my beef with the situation. But I definitely would recommend getting rid of shipping insurance. There has to be something you can work out either between internally or between you and the shipper. The shipper's job is also to make sure the product gets there as safely as possible, but at the end of the day, it kind of falls back on the brand to replace the product. So those are just my recommendations. Additionally, in regards to shipping, I think, you know, with the extended wait times it usually takes with small businesses, I think it would be really nice to send a courtesy email, say, hey, we're still working on your order. It should ship out by Friday at the latest or something like that. There's a certain product that I had been waiting for 2 or 3 weeks, and they finally sent me like a little courtesy email, and that kind of made me happy because it let me know that they hadn't forgotten about my order and that it's gonna get fulfilled. They're working on it. So I just think that's a nice little sweet thing to do for your customers. The next thing we're gonna talk about is improving customer service. So this kind of is like a segue from the last point, because you want to make sure, like I touched on, you want to make sure your customer is satisfied. I think customer service has to be the most important thing when growing your business. And that's why if you've ever worked in retail, they usually tell you the customer is always right, even though that is not always true. But you know, you have to kind of pretend the customer is always right, or at least service them as if they are right, so that they will be a returning customer and help you grow your business again. If you give great customer service, there's no doubt people will keep returning to you no matter how expensive your product is. If you have $100 candle and you gave them excellent customer service, you could see an increase of a repeat customer. And repeat customers are honestly the best. They're the ones that tend to spread word of mouth more often and talk about your product and, you know, put other people onto your brand. So good customer service is important. And if you ever get a complaint from a customer, you also want to understand their perspective, right? I know as a business owner, you want to defend your business right away, but you have to understand a little bit of their perspective too. Like, what if you were in their shoes and the situation happened to you? How would you take it? And also just understanding that the customer usually doesn't have as much business background knowledge as you do. But it doesn't matter, because when they're mad, and they're not going to care about your background and business knowledge. They're just going to want you to come up with a good solution. Yeah. But how can you improve your customer service if you don't have the right tools? So one of the things that recently happened to me was my experience with a Black-owned restaurant in Charlotte. It's a really popular restaurant, and a lot of people love their food. I love their food. It's delicious. But one of the things is when you call to like place an order, you get a busy tone. My sister and I and my brother, we all tag team calling this restaurant to try to place an order for pickup because it is on the other side. You know how big Charlotte is. It's on the other side of Charlotte. I ain't trying to drive 40 minutes to be waiting. So we called. We all got on our phones and called, and we all called them about 20 to 30 times before we got through. We would keep getting the busy tone, the busy tone, the busy tone. And they explained to us it's because they only had one line. And I just feel like if you are a booming business, you got to do better. You got to do better. Like, come on, you got to put your customers first. Do you know how many customers would have walked away by now just not being able to get through to you on the phone? All it takes is one missed call for that customer to be like, nah, they must be closed. We ain't eating here tonight. So, you know, really just do everything it is in your control, especially when you're gaining a lot of success from your business. Make sure you put the proper things into place just so you can continue providing excellent customer service so that every customer that comes across your business will fall in love and be a repeat customer. The next thing to realize is that everybody that approaches your business is not your customer. Everybody is not your customer. So just make sure you cater to your target market. And something that will really help with this is, if you haven't ever written a business plan before, maybe try writing a business plan, and it really helps you focus in on who you're really looking to be your target market. You shouldn't have to stretch yourself out thin to grab customers. You want to make sure you're attracting the people that you want to attract through your marketing, advertisement, through your product, through your packaging, through your price point. So I think just taking time and spending time to get to know your brand before releasing it could be really beneficial. That's the stage that I'm in right now. Just trying to learn my business, fall in love with my business, kind of like how you get to know a person. That's how I'm getting to know my business. Like, is this hot? Is this cold? What's she like? So I can cater to my customers better. So that will help a lot. The next thing is bring up the next business. You're like, what does that mean? Or you might already know what it means, but bring up the next business. So once your Black-owned, minority-owned, small-owned business takes off, you want to have one hand out like this behind you, right? Grabbing the next person up from your community to be a part of success, right? You don't want to, a lot of times when businesses get successful, they don't ever want to put anybody on. They don't want to tell you their tactics, their techniques, their suppliers. And I guess technically they don't have to, but I always think a successful business is one that doesn't necessarily fear competition. They want to help and encourage other people that look like them, that have the same values as them, to make it to the same level as them now. If you're confident in your product, confident in your sales, confident in your customers, you won't have a thing to worry about. You can freely help people advance their ideas without necessarily taking away from yours. So I think that's super important, and these are just tips that literally every brand can take and, you know, interpret them however they want, but those are just what I think is important. Now we are gonna get to, I don't know if I should do this first or what, but I'm gonna get to Plaz. Okay, I'm gonna read his tweet. Dear Black business owners, stop wanting me to spend my money with you and shop with you just cause you Black. Make me want to spend my money with you cause you got a good product, good customer service, and a good price point. Because if it's that bad, I don't want it no matter what color you is. Oh, bless. He has some points, you know. It's kind of what I'm touching on today and kind of inspired this video a little bit. But yeah, you do want to offer a good product, good customer service, and a good price point. But this part is kind of negotiable. But at least a good product and a good customer service. If you have good product and good customer service, you can put it at whatever price point you feel is you. The price point thing, I don't necessarily agree with. Make your prices how you want. We don't know how much it costs for you to produce these things. Make your prices whatever they need to be to sustain your business and be successful. As a consumer of small businesses, black businesses, minority businesses, I know that it's 9 times out of 10 going to be more expensive than me going to Target or the dollar store. So I understand that, and I fully accept that. Everybody, I think, should accept that if they plan to shop with local small businesses. But anyways, his other points were pretty valid about good quality product and good customer service. If you don't have those things, you won't succeed. I don't even have to tell you about that. You just know if you don't have those things, you really won't succeed. His tweet got a lot of attention, and a lot of people disagree with him, but like I said, I agree with him with those 2 first points. The price point one is iffy, but yeah. And for the consumers, just because we have bad experience with one black-owned brand, doesn't mean you have to stop shopping black-owned brands completely. You need to take each experience with a grain of salt and just say, hey, maybe I won't shop from that business particularly anymore. Give them a chance to fix it. And if they don't fix it how you want, just say, hey, I'm not shopping with that business anymore, but I know there's another business out there. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Our Money Monday. It was a little bit more educational / opinion based, just off my experience. Remember, the black dollar does matter, so use it wisely. And that's it. See you guys next time. Bye, honeys.
What do you have a comment? No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing.